KMGH in Denver. It's a script station, and Denver's next. The Broncos are headed here. And out there, I'm told there's no bigger sports guru than our next guest, Troy Renck. Troy, are you on the line?
I'm here, guys. How are you? Good.
And let's talk just a little bit with Troy about Denver. Your quarterback seems pedestrian. Is it really that way, or does this guy have talent? Because I'm looking at the first couple of games here, and it looks like he's a game manager. He's not exactly somebody that would make everybody forget about Peyton Manning. What's the deal with the quarterback out there?
Well, remember, he's a seventh-round draft choice, so he was available because he injured his knee as a fifth-year senior at Northwestern. He wasn't on the top of any draft boards. He wasn't able to go to the combine. The thing about Trevor Siemian, he has a rocket arm. He could throw, I told you, he could throw a spiral through a tornado. So he's got the arm, and what they like about him is his ability to process information and translate it to the practice field or a game. He's one of the brightest players I've ever been around. And so the game manager tag, that's fair, but you have to remember it's the second start. I mean, so he has a chance to evolve from that. He's seventh in the league in completion percentage. Where he has run into issues is it's between the 20s, he's been fine. The red zone, they have no passing touchdowns, and they rank 20th in red zone scoring. So as they go forward, especially in a tough road game in Cincinnati, historically doesn't play well, he needs to play better in the red zone, number one, and two, eliminate turnovers. He's got 1 touchdown to 3 picks. That ratio, as great as Denver's defense is, that ratio is not going to work on the road going forward.
Denver's defense is, I guess, well, I don't guess, I know it's hallmark, it's its calling card. DeMarcus Ware is out now, I think, the next 4 to 6 weeks with a broken arm. How big of a blow is that for Denver?
Well, at this point in his career, at age 34, coming off a bulging disc injury in his back, he's a situational player. He's a guy they've looked to get 30, 35 snaps a game. He'd only played 13 snaps on Sunday before he got injured. So when you look at it just from a playing time standpoint, it's not like you're taking a guy who plays 100% of the snaps. But DeMarcus Ware, with Peyton Manning's retirement, is the voice in the locker room. He is the team leader. He's a guy that is a coach on the field, players look up to. So they miss him in ways that are more of the intangibles. But the tangibles are this. When he was playing in this limited role, he could play at 100 miles per hour. Mm-hmm. And he had 2 sacks through the first couple games. They'll miss him, but it's not the worst thing long-term for him to get rest, let his back heal, let this fractured right forearm heal, while a couple of young guys, Shane Ray and Shaq Barrett, get reps. That's one of the few positions that Denver has where they have so much depth. There'll be a drop-off. Don't get me wrong. They're not DeMarcus Ware. Mm-hmm. But Shaq Barrett and Shane Ray's a former number 1 draft choice, first-rounder, and Shaq Barrett had 5.5 sacks last year. So it's not as if the cupboard's bare. So this might work out better for Denver long-term, even though it hurts right now.
And Von Miller is the hallmark out there. I mean,
yeah, enormous.
I mean, you can't pay that. Well, obviously, you can't pay that guy enough because he let everybody know about it in the offseason. But that's job one. And my fear is that Cedric Ogbuehi, the rookie tackle, may have his hands full and then some on Sunday.
I don't think that's a fear. I think that's a legit concern at this point.
But John, I looked at Miller all last year and in the Super Bowl. How do you defend? He's kind of like the A.J. Green of Cincinnati. Defensive coordinators look at A.J. Green and say, how do we stop this guy? I'm sure they're looking first at Von Miller downtown.
I think the interesting thing is, too, some guys like that get built up, and then they never deliver. This guy just keeps delivering all the time, and in big games. And then you saw him again deliver a great strip yesterday that led to a touchdown. And it seems like that whole defense prides itself on maybe being the offense now for the Broncos till the offense gets on its feet.
And it's interesting. You've seen other teams where the defense has really carried the team and got them so far without a great offense. And obviously Denver seems to be following that cookie cutter.
Yeah.